Hi, Maddie. All right, everybody, what's up? It is 2 minutes past 10 o'clock, and we are going to get drawing here very shortly. Just so everybody knows, I can see your comments, but because I'll be drawing and because I'm using my phone to cast the video, Katie is going to help me respond to some of the comments. Just one moment. Okay, everybody, we're going to get started. We are going to draw a fox today. I hope everybody has their colored pencils and a sharpener if they're using pencils. You can also use crayons. I also need everybody to have a black magic marker. I forgot to write it here. but you need a black magic marker, very important. Obviously, you need paper, a hard, flat surface, and big old smiles. And here's a picture of the fox we will be drawing today. I'm going to try and go as slow as possible so that everybody can keep up. But like I said earlier, feel free to add anything you need to the comments. You can yell wait or you can ask me to repeat something. And I'll do my best to keep an eye on those comments, and with Katie's help, hopefully we can get any questions addressed in as close to real time as possible. Let's get started. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw sort of the nose and the face area and the eyes. The first step is to make almost like a bird shape. Kind of looks like a flying bird, doesn't it? Seeing a question, landscape or portrait. I have mine landscape. And we're just going to put in the nose and the eyes now. And the eyes can just be somewhere along these lines here. And just color them in good and dark. And the nose can be like a sideways eye. And then I'm just going to draw a little line underneath the nose like that. All right, this next step is kind of like lightning bolts, and it's a little tricky. kind of goes like this. Little tricky, but take your time. I'm going to do it on both sides. All right, now we're going to draw the sort of front floof of the fox. I like to call it floof. I have floofy dogs, so I say the word floof like 20 times a day. But here's the fox's floof. And if I'm going too fast for anybody, feel free to put a comment in the comment section and I can slow down. Or if I'm going too slow, you can be patient. Okay, and before we move on to the color, which is the fun part, at least my favorite part, I'm going to put in his legs. Or her. And I'm going to put my black marker away for a little while. We might need it a little bit at the end, but get ready to move on to color. I am going to do a bright orange and red fox, but if you would like to do a green fox or a pink fox or a purple fox, you can do that as well. I would just recommend having 3 or 4 different shades of the same color. So if you're going to do green, get a light green, a middle green, and a dark green. Or if you're going to do red, get a red and a dark red and an orange. I got my orange pencil here, and I'm just gonna put in some cheat colors. And don't worry about, being too neat. We're here to have fun. Just have fun with your little fox guy. Maybe put some orange above his eyes too. I'm going to start putting in some of his fur down here. And one very important part of the fox is his ears. So I'm just going to rough those in up here. Maybe they're about there. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to look a lot like mine. We're just making a little cartoon fox. I'm going to keep filling in a little bit more of this orange color because this is where his tail's going to come out of. And I'm going to make his tail go right up here. You can kind of use scribble lines. I need to sharpen my orange pencil. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my second shade. So because I chose orange, I'm going to choose a dark orange. And if you chose green or purple or pink, choose a darker shade of that color. I'm just going to put a little bit of it in here, and a little in over here. A little bit, where I put my orange. Whoops. Drop my marker. I mean my... Yep, this is the darker color here. It's color number 2. Maybe down here where it's kind of shadowy, gonna be shadowy down here. I'll fill that all in with the darker color. And this happens to everybody. Oops. This is the same color, I just sharpened it, that's all. Okay. All right. Next, I'm going to grab my lighter shade of my color. So this would be a light orange. It's almost yellow, but it's light orange. And this is going to be pretty much the base color for the whole piece. So you're probably going to need to sharpen this one a few times. I'm going to use this to really color in all the leftover white space in between my scribbly lines. Everybody following on? Everybody caught up? I'm going to assume so, seeing as you can't answer me. Okay. And now I don't know if you guys all know this, but foxes have cute little brown feet. So I'm going to give him some cute little brown feet. I'm just going to kind of, I'm not going to color in the whole foot brown, just the feet, not the legs. Mm-hmm. I just realized that I forgot to color in my fox's forehead. So I'm going to go back to my original orange, the first color I chose, and I'm just going to give my fox a forehead. And it's just a big V. Ah. And while I have it, I'm going to fix his ears a little bit too. A V. V. And now I see a few little white gaps that I want to go get my yellow and fill back in. I'm going to take my orange again and I'm going to give my fox a little bit of a chin here. Just kind of color in a little chin there. Maybe I'll give him a little bit of yellow on his chin too. I'm going to add some shadowing. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to use the dark brown I used on our fox's cute little paws. And I'm just going to add a few shadows in some key places. Maybe behind his ears up here, there'll be a little bit of a shadow. Maybe in here there'll be some shadows underneath his floof, as we called it. Maybe under here, under his legs, a little bit more shadow. Maybe back here. And again, it doesn't have to look exactly like mine. You know, wherever you feel like shadows should be, go ahead and put them in. Have some fun. Maybe a little bit around his chin. A little bit. Not much. And the next step is always my favorite part. And you can do this two ways. You can either take your black magic marker back out, or you can use a black crayon or a black colored pencil. And this is just to add some extra detail to our fox here. I'm using my pencil. I think I want to use my colored pencil for this part. All right, I'm going to give this guy some whiskers. And I like it. This is my favorite part because I get to fling the pencil out. Woo wee! Give him a couple more whiskers down here. I'm even going to give him some extra fur. Just because I like winging my pencil around. Whee! I'll give him some around the eyes too. My dog has whiskers around his eyes, so I think foxes do too. Still have my black pencil out. And I'm just gonna give him a little bit more fur in here. You know? I don't know. Maybe over there. How about down here? Oh. And there's my dog now. Quiet, Bandit. Okay, one characteristic about a fox that everybody knows and loves is that big white floof on the end of their tail, right? And we're going to put that in right now. Still got my black pencil in my hand. And I'm just going to add a little bit of detail towards the outer edge. Almost like I'm outlining it, but not all the way. Just a couple of little zigzags here and there. And I'm really going to do that kind of everywhere I can. See, I broke my pencil again. I'll be back. This pencil's a mess. I don't know where that one is. You can use marker or pencil for the tail, as long as it's black. I broke my pencil. Allie got me a new one. Give his head some of this detailing too. Just a little bit of black to give it a little bit of detail. I'm also going to do that on his chin. And I'm putting some shadows on the bottoms of his feet. And I know I'm going fast right now, but I'm just putting in these little fun little details. And again, yours don't have to match exactly. I'm just going to add some light shadow underneath him so that he's standing somewhere. Maybe he's out in your yard and Daddy keeps your grass nice and green. Let's hope so. I'm just going to use a couple shades of green. And that was green, green, and then dark green. I have a white colored pencil. Maybe not everybody has one, but sometimes white can actually look really good on top of black. So I'm just going to make little shiny parts on his eyes and his nose. Cool. All right. Last step, and the most necessary step. Take any color you like. I really don't care, but you always got to sign your work. Chris. And that's it. Everybody should have a really nice fox or of many different colors and many different styles, and I can't wait to see them. I really hope you guys, will share your pictures with us on the page, because I'd very much like to see them. And it will probably help inform me of how I can improve these little fun little drawing times. I hope you guys will do this with me again. I had a lot of fun. And I'm going to go put my fox on the refrigerator. I hope you guys do the same. And be good to your parents, and they'll be good to you. Because we're all homeschooling now, aren't we? Okay, bye.